Hello, and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. Honestly, I should do like a reel of bloopers. Anyway, here's somebody I want to share with you. Say hi, Hunter. Anyway, today's musing is all about choice. And I sort of alluded to this the other day. You know, we have choices in our day. And I did a reel about it today as well. But you know, what is that choice going to look like for you? And how are you going to live into that choice? So we have 1,000 choices every single day, probably more, that we make, right? Everything from opening our eyes in the morning to, you know, what we're going to do during the day and all that sort of stuff. But to me, the biggest choice is about mindset. You know, how am I going to go through my day? How am I going to be through my day? What sorts of choices am I going to make to support me in that during the day? And that to me is a key. It's a really a key factor, because if, for example, I want to be joyful, I'm not going to be joyful if I'm eating, like if I'm having bad choices for what I put inside my body, because that's going to make me feel lethargic and it's going to make me feel icky and joyful just don't go together. So what I'm recognizing more and more is that it's not just enough to set my intention for the day, but it's to hold myself accountable to that intention. It's, you know, if I want to be joyful and I don't complete the tasks that I want to do to move my business forward, well, then I'm not going to be joyful, because I'm going to feel crappy about not having done what it is that I had said I was going to do in the time period I said I was going to do it. If I, you know, I talk about eating, if I don't move, like joyful to me is dancing it out. Every day I try to dance it out for some period of time. And the days that I don't feel like I've totally, you know, hit the mark on being joyful. So what does what does your intention for the day look like for you? You know, think it through. Don't just say, oh, I'm going to be, you know, focused today. Well, what does focus look like to you? How are you going to support yourself in this? And this is the key is how do you support yourself in the choices that you are making to live into the intention that you've set? I know it sounds complicated, but it's not. Set the intention, figure out what that looks like for you, and then just go ahead and be your fabulous self and do it. And that is my musing for the day. Have a great one, everyone.